Good morning. It's early. It's almost sunset, just about sunrise this morning in Cuenca, and I'm having coffee. I've been awake for a while, but not like awake to go into the day awake, but I'm up and excited about this next month that's coming and thought I'd do some morning chit chats and kind of chronicle what's happening here at the International Welcome Center. Yesterday, the Gangsta Grannies. That's somebody. Come on in. Entrada. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Say good morning. I was just chit chatting this morning over coffee. There's hot water for tea. There's fruit. Help yourself. If you want to come sit, come sit. If not, get goodies and make yourself comfortable. So I thought I would just chronicle in the mornings. Morning is when my brain is fresh and I'm up drinking coffee anyway. But yesterday, the Gangster Grannies got here. There were weather delays that pushed them back a whole day. One of them got into Guayaquil, the other one didn't. And the one that got in waited for the other one so that they could make the last leg of the journey together, which was really cool. Um, I encourage guests to fly into Guayaquil. It's just the easiest. Cuenca has an airport, but it's not international, and sometimes it's two or sometimes even three times as much. And it's a $12 shuttle from Guayaquil. So, and a beautiful scenic route up the mountain, up in the Cajas Mountains, and they usually stop over in Las Piñas, which is one of my favorite views. So they got here yesterday, and we did some initial briefings, and got started on doing the work of healing. The Gangster Grannies. This is the second cohort. The first cohort, Diamond and Wendy, came in January. And so Weta and Danielle are part of the second cohort. And they'll be participating in one of the programs here, which is the intensive month-long sabbatical. And it's a month of deep healing. Um, it's an opportunity to be able to heal deeply. And part of the focus this year under the Heal Together programming really was focusing on older women. Um, this initiative made space for up to 5 women to participate and come and participate in that on a full work exchange. And so part of their work exchange will be committing to do the work, but also sharing that on their social media. Um, I'll be updating the links on the gangstergranniesglobal.com website. So you'll be able to link right to their sharings versus on their social media, but to really share about their experience, their healing journey, just insight and reflections that they may have as they carry on throughout the month. And so I thought I would just kind of chronicle what's been happening and kind of give you the commentary on what's happening from this perspective. And so we met, we ate, we've got some other visitors here. They're doing an unhosted stay that'll actually be leaving out. I don't know what day of the week today is. I think tomorrow. If today is Thursday, I think, then tomorrow I think they're going to be leaving out and heading home. Um, but we got to eat and rest and hydrate. And then we talked last night about just the expectations. This is about agreements. Doing community is about having agreements and being able to speak those agreements into words. Um, and then about the work. They're going to start. Come on. No. Creaky floors. Good morning, Rita. Do you want to have anything to say? You want to come sit next to me? It's early this morning.
It is.
Weta is one of our ladies. And Danielle, good morning. Help yourself. There's coffee in the thermos. There's hot water for tea. There's fruit. Weta, good morning.
Good morning.
You up early this morning?
Yes.
After a very long trip.
Yes.
Couple of days to get here.
Yes.
Like you had to be determined.
I was.
And so tell us about like just getting here. Like the USA, was there that moment of like we're finally here?
Yes. And when we landed, I just felt, I don't know, like I felt so like excited to be here. And I also felt like a peace that I was actually on the ground
Maybe.
here.
Yeah.
After having gone through the 3 delays and the rebooking and the weather, and just knowing that this whole journey was healing and that it was bringing up all types of feelings, even in just trying to get here.
Just trying to get here, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Cuenca's a really cool spot, but it's not one of those places where there's like a quick hop, direct flight in.
Right.
Like you literally get to Ecuador and then you, every time in my mind, should be coming around the mountain, because it is what would be on a map. Like if the bird was flying, it would be about an hour or so, as far as distance, maybe an hour and a half. But because you come up through the Cajas Mountains and you literally wind around and around and back around the mountain as you go up and then back down, it's like a 3.5 hour ride. The scenery is quite rewarding, in my opinion. But like, you reach an elevation. I've tracked it on a couple of trips, almost 14,000 feet, which is about the elevation of Machu Picchu.
Oh, wow.
And so for a brief time, as you go up that mountain, 10 to 14,000 feet is about the elevation that you're at. I think when you get to the reservoirs where you see kind of the lakes up there, you're at about 13,000 feet maybe.
Oh.
And so like even that is like, my joke, especially when I'm at Las Piñas and up above those clouds, is like, heaven is kind of up where above the clouds, just in that imaginary childlike way. And it's my joke, and I can tell them I have the sense of humor of my dad, the 70-year-old man with a dad sense of humor. But like it really is a journey.
It is
Just getting here.
Yes.
Before you embark on any of the work of healing, that it really pulls up some things in life. Danielle, how about you? How are you? Come on around or pull a chair around. How are you this morning? How did you guys rest? How did you sleep? How you feeling? Say good morning.
Good morning,
whoever
everybody.
may be seeing us at
Whoever, whenever.
My coffee talk.
Oh,
how are you feeling? How did you sleep?
I slept amazingly. I slept very peacefully, right temperature. I bring my own heat. I've been bringing it my whole life, and it's going up a notch in this season. So this is just the right temperature.
This is the temperature for perimenopause and menopause.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
They call it perpetual spring. For some people, it's like really cold, but I was determined, like if I could do anything I want to do and kind of choose the life, I don't want to be hot.
I can't be hot. No.
I did 9 years in South Carolina as a farmer. And you do a lot of outside work, and heat and humidity is not cool. And like I remember like some winters where it was cold, like it was in the teens, and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning talking about produce and recipes when it's cold. Like it just takes a lot more energy to do life when it's cold, in my opinion. And everyone gets to choose. I choose not to be hot, not to be cold. I don't like humidity or mosquitoes. And like the quirkiness of Cuenca is that it is perpetual spring. It's like 70 to 75 year round. Winter time, cold time, which is summer, is our cold time. And last week it was really cold. It was like low 60s, mid 60s. And that's considered like really cold. It's usually 50s at night, and really cold for us was like 48 or 49. So it's chilly. But to me, and I have like a running joke with everyone that I come in contact when I'm in flip-flops and a tank top, and they're saying, "Aren't you cold?" Because they're in like winter coat at 65 here. So it's just like, no, I prefer. My ideal temperature is 74 degrees. I like 74. It's warm enough that you're not hot. It's cool enough that you're not hot. If the wind blows, you're okay. You can put a little sweater on, but you don't have to carry around a big coat. And something's always in bloom.
Mine's around 69, 70.
Okay.
That's my.
Well, this is winter time, so you should be hitting that on many days. Partly cloudy, so the sun's intensity doesn't get you. But like, it's for me, it's comfortable. It's comfortable, and because of that perpetual spring, something's in bloom all the time. The hummingbirds are outside of my window like year round.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's just like the yapas. Like life could be great, but like hummingbirds just make it better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys are here. I was just kind of updating that you guys are here as part of the this season, the 2024-2025 Heal Together season, where the focus was going to be on older women. Focus is on older women.
We're here.
It happened to be that all of the participants this year are also Black women. And so this really fits under our Women Heal Together, but also our Black woman, and it's woman, individual heal, and then choosing to do it together initiative, kind of just by, magic. But the idea that women who have spent time doing life, stopping life to say, I'm going to look in the mirror at all of life that I now have accumulated and look at the areas of my life that need healing, which requires honesty. Often healing is not honesty to everyone else, it's honesty to yourself.
Yes.
It's the stuff that you say inside of your head that no one else hears. It's the stuff you write in your journals that no one else sees. And like that is hard. There's a lady in my life that I adopted. I adopted the godparents, and it came with a granny, my godmom's mother, and I call her Gangster. She's in her late 80s. Did Granny turn 90? Oh, I can't keep track. I can't keep track of my kid's age, let alone Granny's age. But she's feisty, and I tease her, and I tell folk, watch out, because under those quilts she's making, there's probably a knife. Because she still got some gangster in her, because she's sassy. She's sassy with a little cute self. She's sassy. And so every time this really kind of pays homage to the women, our women who have spent life. And some of them, I reflect on my personal experience, some of the family issues, my mother and grandmother, seeing two generations and the pain they carried to the end.
Yes.
Because sometimes we fear things worse than death. And I think healing is one of those things that we'll go to the grave with some hurts that we just don't resolve. Is it a can't? We're doing our best. And sometimes our best doesn't lead us there. But stopping to really commit to that is gangster. It's hard. Healing and intentionally digging up the pain in your life. Like counterintuitively, it's like, well, that's stupid. That doesn't seem like a really, so you're going to go down to Ecuador and you're going to intentionally dig up the dirt in your life that you've not wanted to dig up. You're going to bring up the emotions that we have probably spent lifetimes learning to not pull up on purpose. Like this has been an intentional, we don't want to deal with stuff. We don't want to feel
good about it. I know how to compartmentalize. Like I used to, that was a thing I
bragging about it.
Good about
what?
I'm able to just
look at me, look how strong I am.
Manage all of this and keep on going.
Which is the opposite.
I don't look like what I've been through.
Right. Because I got to put all my costumes on. My attitude is part of it. Right. And that's like night being day and day being night, right being wrong and wrong. Because even though culturally we've learned that, yes, that's a good thing. And we pat ourselves on the back. Go girl, yes, you do. And we do those things that may feed our egos. And the reality says if you want to get free from it. Because as long as you're in hiding from those things, you are in bondage. Those things, the fear of someone ever finding out who you really are keeps you in a kind of slavery that's so different than our historical slavery, because this we pay for. I say it, and it's not a joke. Slavery used to be free. You didn't pay for it except for with your time and energy. And now we pay for it with our money, with our life currency. We get up and go to jobs and professions that we really don't like, and that traumatizes us. To pay for things that keep us in bondage, pretending that we aren't who we are.
Pretending,
And so much of life, I think, would be better as we get to the places where we can be honest with who we are, where the good and the bad is us.
All of it.
Night and day. It's all of
Mhm,
that and everything in between. And being able to say all of that, whatever it is you may want to throw up and not use for good, it's me too.
Mhm.
Because that stops the argument. It stops the power that someone else has. Yeah, all that. I'm not that anymore, but I've been that. I've been a whole. And if that's all you know don't know the half of what
I
I
know
did.
that's right.
Come on.
If that's got you all twisted and sideways, honey, woo, if I told you for real, all the rest of it, you couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. And that's what drawn me to this, because number one, tired of being stopped in my tracks when I can't, when the container is full, and you never know. For me, I would never know when that might happen. And so then I'm out here and I got to explain myself, because it's like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be in this package, acting this way.
Yeah.
And
you forgot which costume you were
exactly.
wearing. I had this.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be doing. Oh wait, they know me.
They know me.
Yeah, they know me.
And then and now where I am getting that healing, wanting to go deeper, I'm not asking myself anymore, well, who do I have to be as I'm healing to show up correct in this environment? No, this environment has to deal with me. I'm not asking myself that anymore. If I got to ask those questions, this is not the right people, the right environment, the right anything for me. I'm no longer asking who do I have, how do I have to shrink? I can't do it anymore. And like you said,
yes, it is.
The Gangsta Grannies, when you see a free woman, it's so rare. But it's like I'm drawn to that now. Like, how's she getting that? I want some of that. That's why I'm down in South America.
Because it's like, I talk about life currency. Every breath is my life currency, and I treat it like I do my money. There's some people I don't give control to. There's some things I don't spend my money on because I don't want to.
Yeah.
There's some things I don't spend my life currency on because I don't want to. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. Because I think healing starts with being able to be honest. And then I check my honesty to see if my honesty is raggedy, if my value system behind my honesty is raggedy. And if so, that's the stuff I need to work on. But like, if it's honest and it's raggedy, if it's foul, if it's sideways, that's still who I am.
Yeah.
And being able to be that. Now, this is not, y'all just got who I am and I'm committed to staying in that space.
That.
Because this is about truth telling.
Yes.
And the truth is up under that.
Yes.
The truth of who I am is, if you hadn't let me down in this relationship, if you hadn't let me down in this family structure, who would I be if I wasn't acting from that place of damage? Like who would I really be? And sometimes we don't know until we start doing the healing work. And so the commitment to doing I gotta find out who I am if I'm really being honest. And look at that. And for me, it was a hot mess. You a hot mess all the way. Everywhere you go, you strewing. And it's cycles, the same hamster wheel, different relationships, same mess. You up, down, back in that valley again. And it was, girl, it's you. And I know it's other people. There are times in our life where other people's damage affects us. But when I really start doing the healing work and get honest, and I've got a trauma profile that's significant, there's some really big stuff, bad stuff that shouldn't happen in life. But when I started looking, if I just added up how much time of my life was there versus how much time of my life I was doing some things to damage me, I absolutely been the biggest abuser in my life. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's lasted longer. It's gone deeper. It's twisted my sense of values about who I am, who I need to be, how I need to show up. It's put constraints on who I am. It's put boxes on who I needed to be based on stuff that ain't nobody written nowhere. Ain't nobody told me I had to be that directly. All of this is stuff I picked up voluntarily. Yeah, there might have been influences. Culture makes you act this way and be this way. But I bought into the fact that I had to. I have realized as my quest to freedom has grown, there's very few things people make you do.
True.
Yeah, make those choices.
They don't make you get up and go to that job. They do not make you do it. You get up and you volunteer to go there. You set an agreement for how much you tell them you want to get in trade for the life energy you're willing to give them, the skill set you're willing to sell them, how many hours of it, which hours of the day you're willing to give them, which days of the week you're willing to give them, what exchange you need, how much credit I'm going to give you these hours of my life and this skill set, but in 2 weeks, you're going to need to pay that credit debt off that I'm giving you. And then we volunteer. Well, I got to get up and go to work. No, you don't. No, you don't. Now, you may like the benefits of going to work. Not going to work might make you homeless, and you might not like that. So you take this trauma versus the other trauma that could happen.
Yeah.
But you volunteer for that.
Yeah.
We volunteer for so much of life. Not everything, because there are people in the world and we don't control them.
Yeah.
But we volunteer for a lot of our life and a lot of the things that we may choose to spend our energy on. Traumatize us. We practice it. We get good at it. It's first nature. Let somebody say something sideways. Let somebody look sideways at you, and you got a response on rapid fire. And it's saying, is that working for you? Is that exhausting your life? Is that leaving you with a life left over after you do all that you really want to wake up to every day? You know, like for real. Like we talk about it in these nebulous. No, literally. When you get up this morning, are you going to choose the day you want to have? Or are you just going to be reactive to whatever life comes at you? Whatever other people dictate for you.
Can't do it no more.
And it's saying at this age, because this program fit women that have reached 50 years old or a grandmother, that means there's 2 other generations behind you. Or you've took 5 decades minimum in this life carrying that stuff. So you have a real good concept of how heavy it is.
Yes.
How much of your life you have put aside, your dreams, your even thinking about what your dreams might be if you had enough energy left over at the end of the day. And it's realizing that what if healing could buy your life back? Give you some tools where you are in full control, more and more. So it's not about perfection, it's progress. But where you gain control of your life and life begins to feel good. Not just in spots,
but every day.
And that you're choosing for life to be that way, because who else is going to choose life for you? Because if you don't, talk about the tyranny of the urgent. It's a little booklet-like book that I came across in grad school, that other people, life's urgencies will take over for the important things. And what's more important than you? Leaving this world knowing that you've lived a life that's fulfilled some of your passions and your purpose. Like, is there anything more important to do with your life? And it's saying we need real practical tools for how to do that. And so that's kind of the aim. Like, it's for a purpose. It's not just to free you so you got time. You know, look at me. I'm retired in Ecuador. I got a time off and I'm just going to lounge and do things that might be destructive to me. It's saying, no, freedom is about like life being rich and rewarding.
Yes.
And yours.
Yes.
And that may not be flip-flopping a sarong like mine is. You know, I'm serious. I got to go to the dentist, and I had to think, should I put my clothes on? It's too early to put outside clothes on. It'll be 15 more minutes before I need to walk out the door. Because I promise I want to do life, and nobody has to like it.
Right.
Nobody has to agree with it. I don't. If folks come to my house and they don't want to see me in flip-flops and wrong, go up to your room in the guest house. Go. Because there may be days I don't want to. There may be days that costs me too much energy to then give. I ain't got nothing to give. I got to put outside clothes on this early in the morning on many days. I'm not going to have a good attitude. I'm not going to be comfortable. If I'm uncomfortable, you going to be uncomfortable. And I don't want you to be uncomfortable, so don't bother me if I need to put on outside clothes at dark 30 in the morning, unless I commit to it. But like each one of us, taking time to get honest and say, what do I really want my life to be like? If I'm in charge of my life, like I'm in charge of my business, my household, my projects, my community work, my boards, if I'm in charge of my life, self, How are we gonna shape this life? Because am I not important? Is that not an important? How concerned have I been about relationships, spouses, ex-spouses, children, grandchildren, parents, church folks, sorority folks, organizational people, my running club, my sewing club, my whoever, whatever. How dedicated have I been to carrying out the missions that I've taken on? And are any of those more important than taking care of me? Because my life, all those things, feeding other people, strangers. Hummingbird, you looking at me? Yes. Look
at it.
See,
You think you talking to me?
They want us to see.
I took a minute. for you.
Sorry.
They do it
He was
right
just
here.
right there.
He's like, you're talking to me. You're talking about me. I heard you, and I came on in because I heard y'all talking about me this morning. Y'all want to see me? Okay, I got to go eat, but y'all want to see me?
Like, I'm just taking that in because really,
Yes.
I know.
They do. It's like, I know you're talking to me. I know you're talking to me. Just the yappas. But like, it's like, how much of my life were all of those things important? Literally feeding other people. And then it's like, and nothing ever stopped you to think you might be hungry. You should probably feed yourself. And so I can identify with being in places in my life where I wasn't worthy enough of the same energy and care and concern for others. And the healing has helped me to see that I love others as I love myself. So I practice on me. How well am I loving me? Oh, now that should show me how I might be thirsty in the morning. I might be a little snackish first thing in the morning. I don't mean I want a whole thing. Oh, how else might I take care of myself? I want an environment that's peaceful.
Yes.
That may not be what you need, but I can identify from the frame of reference of me if I'm doing a good job. If I'm doing a good job of creating peace and talking to myself lovingly, then it is so obvious if you come into my space and you don't. Oh, wait, I don't talk to myself like that. So you show enough not gonna be in my space and talk to me like that. I mean, love you, but boundaries. The boundaries. That's why I got locks on my door. So that if someone doesn't share my values, I respect their right not to. But I respect my right to set boundaries. Yes. But I recognize it when I'm taking care of me well. Yes. I ain't gonna let you do a worse job of taking care of me. And you can volunteer to be concerned and take care of me, but you doggone better do as least as good a job as I can do myself. And the problem comes in where I'm not, and I expect you to do for me what I'm not willing to do for myself. When we get that off balance, where now I'm using you, and you might be using me, but we're not in that healthy give and take of community that feels good.
On that, I used to be so quick to call somebody selfish and self-centered. And I had to recognize, girl, because you don't know how to center yourself. Like they had it right. Like you said, I probably need to go back hundreds of people to say, I'm sorry, because I never said it to them. But in my mind, I'm like, no, because they got it right. I'm the one over here running on empty, putting myself last, wondering why everybody's not doing the same thing.
And when I would see your urgency, your urgency
and
won't.
I'm like, and now I can look back and say, oh yeah, they were showing me, girl.
Because if one of us got to be run,
slow down.
One of us already run down. You got it. Let me not participate with you. Go ahead. If that's working for you, go ahead. But I'm not going to join you. I'm not going to join you. Oh, you have all of it. And my part too, because I'm not doing that. If one of us got to be frazzled and you choose it for it to be you, well then I respect your choice.
And then the boundaries when you're trying to claw, and then people around you, like then the other people, well, wait a minute, why aren't you still
right?
And it's like, no, I got to invest in me, I don't have any more to give. Like I don't have any
Go
more to
through
give.
the value process. Who's the first person I'm responsible for? We haven't got step 2 yet, but I'm responsible for me.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for either one of y'all. You here, but I'm not responsible out of obligation. It's not a goodwill.
Right.
I can volunteer, but you better check and make sure because I have issues. You gotta make sure that what I'm giving
We all
out
do.
ain't poison. Because I got issues. It may be a whole lot of good and a little bit of poison. It's your responsibility.
Yes.
People, we understand that food is one of the things that's been an essential part of this work, the convertible community, the whole social tech work. This is sustainable value-based work. It's called sustainable value-based transformation. Get your values where they're sustainable and then continue to sustain that. I use food because everyone understands that. Everything I put in my mouth is my responsibility, everything. But they put pesticides on it. They are responsible for that. But if you put it in your mouth, what's wrong with you? You have to own the responsibility.
Yeah.
Your life is no different. Every bit of what you take in is your responsibility if you take responsibility for yourself seriously. Not everybody does. If you take your job, your first responsibility, take care of me. If you take that seriously, you are obligated to curate what you bring into your life.
Absolutely. I think about that all the time, about what am I consuming? What type of conversations am I consuming? Am I consuming too much social media or, but I think about that on a broader scale besides just the food. Like, what am I agreeing to? What am I taking in? Am I going to walk away? Because I've recently had instances where people say, well, you'll just leave a conversation. And I told them, if it's not nourishing me and if it's not uplifting.
We loud talking to you this morning. Good morning. Come on in.
I got a meeting anyway.
Oh, geez. There's coffee. There's fruit. We on YouTube. You want to say good morning?
Why not?
Come say good morning. Jackie's on vacation. Jackie, you not a Gangsta Granny?
I could be.
You could be, but you're not. She said, I could be, but I'm on vacation. There's coffee. There's fruit.
Thank you.
But yeah, who's responsible? Me. And I know we don't want to be responsible sometimes. Accountability is hard sometimes. Being honest is hard sometimes. But for real, who's responsible?
Me.
And this work is about, let's stop all the I'm trying not to be cussing. Stop all the bullshit. This is for real.
Okay, I was gonna say, let that come on out. That's the real.
I promised my kids I'll be an old lady. I'm gonna be cussing.
You're gonna be expressing yourself.
I'm gonna get a rocking chair and eventually sit on a porch somewhere with my snacks. Because I'm also gonna be the queen of snacks. But that's we say it. And it's really, are we gonna be serious? And I know in healing spaces we do Wendy from the January cohort again, fluff. I said it's so lie. No, it's fluff. It's fluff. It's a lie. It's a lie. I don't care how you dress it up.
No embellishment.
It's a lie. We be lying to ourselves. I know I do. I tell myself lies. If I eat this cheesecake, I'm standing on one foot, it's gonna be negative calories. It's a lie, but it's my lie. But I'm okay. How you doing today? And we say, fine, knowing your life is falling apart. Or you're grieving on the inside, or you're hurting. And the only way for us to deal with it is get honest.
Yeah.
I think healing is directly related. It's a direct correlation to how honest are you going to be. And it's more and more. I can be honest about some stuff on the surface. I ain't ready to be honest about the other stuff. But being honest with that and saying, I ain't ready to be honest with that stuff. I'm not ready. There's some other layers I got to get off to be able to get down into that space. Because there's no right or wrong. There's no right speed. This program is an intensive. And so this is at a faster pace. That might be comfortable for a lot of people. If you're just dabbling in healing, if you're not really committed to doing painful stuff as counterintuitive as it seems, we have other options. Come for a week. It's exposure.
Hmm.
But this month intensive is really a deep dive. It's saying I want to leave with some lightness. I want to
Yes.
get as deep as I can and
Yes.
lift some of the heaviness that I'm living life through. I want to free up that energy. For who knows what I'm gonna find out what I'm gonna free it up for. But sometimes you don't know on the front side because you've been so burdened down. And so it's really a time this month that you guys will be learning some new tools. We'll have some hand holding because we want you to learn the process. The science behind it, the evidence-based research talks about how healing works. We define healing differently. And it shows that if we curate how we think about the experiences that have caused us hurt or pain, if we curate how we think about them, what we think about, the order that we think about it, it helps us to unweave the processes and the times that have come into our life where they've damaged us. And it helps us work those things through to a resolution. It helps us reassess our values, reconfirm the values that we feel are sustainable for our life, and free up the need by healing some of those things, those places, the need to reach for the drugs of choice that for so many of us are behavioral drugs. For some, it includes substances. But if we fix the root cause, then we don't have a need to reach for those things. And I think that puts us in a place where we can live more fully, more sustainably in community. If I'm not damaging me and damaging you, community's better. The world is better, at least in my orbit. It's that ripple effect. If I'm not damaging you when you come into my space as much, as often, we're better. And it seems counterintuitive sometimes because I want to fix y'all. Y'all the problem, right?
Yeah.
If I could just fix y'all, if y'all would just act right, pretend if you have to, fake it. Isn't that how we're gonna fix the world? And it's like, how's that working for us?
It's not.
No.
It's not for me.
I have to control you to be able to
Right.
do that, and you don't cooperate so well. But I be telling you to do what I need you to do for my benefit. And it's like, logically, really, do we really think that's gonna work? The evidence in most of our lives is showing that ain't working so well.
Working.
And then it's realizing, wait a minute, it's probably because I don't control those people.
Yep.
So how about I work on the people I do control?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's my children. No, you don't control them. Oh, it's my partner. Oh no, right? Really? It's all that. No.
Been done.
Tried that. Oh, it didn't work for you? Did they give you a T-shirt or anything?
I got all the
Well,
Did anything come out of that? Lessons.
Yes.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Less.
Because it's not
wisdom.
wasted.
No.
But only if you're healing. Because if you're not, then all you get out of it is pain. And that's not, no, it's not all. But you carry that pain, and that pain doesn't have a useful benefit to your life. Through healing, even that part of your life becomes useful. It's unwasted.
Yeah.
If you're learning through the experiences, okay, I'm damaged, but let me get some return out of this damage.
Yes.
I got to get. I'm a businesswoman and self-employed most of my professional life before I retired. I'm not investing my currency in something that's not going to give me a return on my investment. That's everybody in business understand that, or at least you should, or you shouldn't be in business. I'm not investing in something that doesn't give me a positive return on my investment. Well, is my life currency as valuable as them raggedy dollars? Am I going to put my energy into things that's not going to give me a return? Okay, so the past, I've already done it. I've already lived it. It's already cost me. If I heal, I can get something out of it. I can get some return on that energy. And I mean that literally. The damage has cost me I've carried it for a very long time. I want my money back. I want my money back. An experience that should have cost me a day's worth of anguish, and I want my money back because I dragged that stuff around. Erica Bobby talking about them bags.
Yes, I want to travel lightly.
He done dragged them raggedy bags around.
Yes.
And it's saying, oh, okay, let me heal from that. So I stopped paying.
Yep.
So I stopped paying the price for sometimes other people's issues. And that's kind of what this month is going to be about. Challenging yourself, sitting with yourself. You know, because so much of healing is sitting with it. Letting those emotions that you stuffed have space so that they flow through you and out. It's like the river. If you stop it up, it becomes stagnant. Our lives do the exact same thing. Nature is the Bible on how stuff works. You lock all those emotions up, stuff them, and it gets stagnant in your life, and your life becomes a hot, funky mess, literally. And you spew it all over anybody that comes in contact with you. And this says, what if we fix that? Would life look different? Would the interactions in my life be different if I got honest with what was good for me and good to me? And healing is the only way that I see us doing that sustainably. You ain't got to pretend. You don't have to take the energy on faking it or putting on the costumes or the name badges of whatever, role you're playing. You can just be Weta.
Yes.
You can just be Danielle. Because that's the easiest way to live. It's the easiest on the energy. Because you can do that with your eyes closed. You learn how to get honest. If you move the things that keep you from being honest, the fear, the guilt, the insecurity, heal it. Not just dress it up. Not just put perfume on it. Heal it so that it doesn't trigger you anymore, those areas. And I think that's what takes us to a better place, a better world, a better life, better existence, where your goodness can come out now. Because you're not holding up those walls around you. And that's what this month is going to be about. So the ladies are going to be sharing. Tell them a little bit about your social media. And then that's it. We're going on to our day. Social media. Where can they find you this month?
You can find me on Weta Patton on Facebook because it's connected to my Instagram, or selflove_enthusiast on Instagram.
And I'll try to go back in at some point today and put it in the thing so that if you see this, you can
thing.
go find them. Then where can they find you, Danielle?
I can be found on Instagram at Danielle Brooks _1913. It's also connected to my Facebook, which is just Danielle Brooks. And I'm going to try to post on my YouTube channel. I be, as LaRahna would say, a little raggedy with it. Start, stop, but it's progress. And that is Refreshing Words with Danielle Brooks on YouTube.
And I updated, I don't know what I put as far as the links, but on the GangstaGranniesGlobal.com website, where they can find the other, the January cohort. This will post to the Gangsta Grannies playlist on my YouTube. So if people want to go back and see some of the earlier posts from the first cohort and my check-ins each morning on this next month until the middle of August when the ladies are here. And I'll update those links also in the comments and on the website so people will be able to go there and just tap into your various social media links. And it'll all kind of be in one place, stationary. And yeah. Well, thank you for having coffee with me and juice and whatever y'all drinking.
Thank you.
And Jackie for jumping in and saying good morning to us this morning. We were up carrying on noise this morning. So she probably had no choice but to wake up because we was being loud. We loud talking. You got a meeting? And we'll keep you posted. This will give me a chance to just give some commentary on what they're doing. So their assignment, the next 10 days, They'll be working on step 1, and you can find videos that talk about that, or you can buy the book. Revolution Must Come to Our House, Our Home, and part 4 of that really goes through the healing process. And so, for the next 10 days, they'll be working on digging up the stuff that has caused them pain in their life, unshoveling the stuff that has been stowed away for just such a time as this, because they have decided that they're not going to leave that stuff buried in a way that's impacting their life and stealing their joy and their life energy.
No mas.
No mas, no mas. So we'll be updating, and I'm sure they'll be sharing just their insights and reflection along their own personal process. They're doing the work this month. I'm not. They're doing the work this month because I can't heal for them. I just can't. They're on their own as it relates to healing, even though we're doing it together. And that's why it's the woman. You choose to heal, and then we choose to do it together, because we also have made that commitment to ourselves. And so as we heal together,
there's a quote that I love that says that we don't heal in isolation, we heal in community. It's one of my favorites. So I think about that.
It's so much better when we do. And that's what you guys are here doing this month. So welcome, bienvenido to Cuenca. And
thank you.
We'll keep the folks updated on the progress.
Yes.
I'm going to get up and put my outside clothes on because I got to go to the dentist early this morning and retighten my mouth. But we will see you in the morning. They may drop in some mornings. They may not, depending on where their energy is. But I'll try to keep folks updated and follow along their process and really learn about what's happening in their lives and support them, rally and support them. We're not going to control what you do, but honor the work of healing and send them your prayers and your loving energy and kind words of support, because healing ain't easy.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right. And sometimes it ain't pretty. And
it's not crying and all that.
All that is real life. But we either do that and get it gone, or we bag it back up and carry it on back home. And that's a choice too. But the opportunity is here to lay it down by the riverside. Latisse, that was here a couple of weeks ago, the song that came to her was about studying War No More.
Wow.
And the song talks about laying your burdens down by the riverside. The river is supposed to symbolize feminine energy, and these waters converge just above the house and flow down into the Amazon and out into the Atlantic. And it's like that visual, literal, of laying those burdens down and letting them move through you and away with healing. So thank you all for joining me this morning. And we'll check in again tomorrow.
That's something, because that song